Let's play Spore! Galactic Adventures! Hey everybody, welcome to episode 5 of Let's Play Spore and the story of Tagny Prime. I have Galactic Adventures installed as bonus content, along with the creepy and cute creature pack. So we have a group of friends here, but some of them are actually falling behind as far as capabilities, and I sort of want to dismiss them and replace them with some of my pack mates in order to see if I can't be a little bit more capable at making friends as I continue to try and be a social creature. So, let's see here. I only have 86 DNA. That's really not enough to do anything. This Fan, I think, is going to be dismissed. Bye, Fan. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate your help getting us all those other friends that we were able to get. But I need to recruit one of my clan members, one of my nest people. We'll grab this one-eyed flying purple people and make him a friend, and that should make it a little bit easier. We do have this rogue Troglor with us, and rogue creatures are actually quite strong. So it's nice to have a nice big rogue friend like that with us to help us out. What do we have over here? We have eye monkeys. Try to impress the eye monkeys. Alpha eye monkey, let's go talk to you, because you're the one that's going to have extra parts if we're able to pull this off. Yes, we're getting much better singing out of this deal now because we have all of our tribe working together. 3 of us plus this guy, Troglor. What happened? Why'd you go? Come here. For some reason they keep aborting. Alright. Doing the old stomp, bump move there. Our posing is most impressive. With all of these social abilities, it's quite easy to make these creatures our friends. And I am once again just making sure I poke at all the alphas to get as many different parts as I possibly can for our creature. Singing is easy to do. Making friends with these guys, in case it's the first time you're tuning in, I really do suggest you go back and watch the other episodes if you haven't seen them yet. They're a lot of fun. But basically, this is a game of copycat. They do a move, and then I do the same move, so I have a set of abilities down here. Number keys 1, 2, 3, and 4 to perform a particular action. Now they're running scared again. What is going on this time? Last time, whoa! Oh my, okay. That is an Esgion ship. So we're actually seeing in-sub stuff from way later on in the game. That is a galactic starship flying around doing who knows what. If you guys know what, don't tell me in the comments. I already know. Don't spoil it for everyone else. That's kind of a crazy contraption flying around there. But whatever's going on, it's terrified all these creatures, so I now really can't talk to them now until that stupid thing takes off. What are you doing? Oh, he's kidnapping things. You just beamed up one of these eye monkeys. Don't beam up my guys. I don't want to be beamed up. I need my guys. Oh my gosh, go away. What a crazy looking contraption. He's flying over to do something. There he is, checking something out. Here he comes again. Hide, run and hide. Oh, he beamed up something else. Ah, no, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay, it's gone away. Whew. What a pain in the butt those guys are. Alright, any more fruit to be had? So we can fly, so we should be able to jump up and grab these, one would think. Yep. We have no problem getting this fruit. Okay, eye monkeys. I'm looking for the alpha that we haven't talked to yet, which is this guy. There's a pose move, answered by our pose move. Gosh, what's going on with that guy over there? Freaking out. We have Hoosies over this way. Oops, I hit the wrong button. I should have been dancing, but I sang instead. That was kind of silly. There we go. There was a very loud car passing by. Yeah, we've made the eye monkeys our friends. There was another nest over here of I don't remembers. Gremlos. Are they hostile? Alpha Gremlo. Those guys look kind of sweet. This guy's... Oh, wow, look at that dance move. It's a good thing there's only one of us. Sweet, we were able to make friends of that Alpha Gremlo easily enough, and we got the most advanced wings we can find now. So here's the other Alpha Gremlo. Let's see if we can't talk to him. Looks like he's feeling pretty beat up for some reason. He poses, he gives me a pose, I give a pose back. He's dancing, and we're dancing. More dancing. We've got the Gremlo dance revolution going on here. Yep. It is in fact the dance revolution. So we got rock knees. We could actually put new kneecaps on if we wanted to, and actually make that even better. Here's the last Alpha Gremlo. We'll talk to him. Hey, where are you going? Hey guy, be our friend. This is going to give us 70 DNA if we pull this off. I don't know how much more we need to get to the next phase of the game. Posing from both sides. Nice. And that is it. Gosh, we're close to finishing up this round. We only have one more nest over here, and it's these hostile gnoshes. Well, you know what? We're really social. There's no risk of us being in any danger of actually not becoming social if we go hostile and take out a bunch of these gnoshes. So that's what we're going to do. We're actually going to start hunting them, just so you can see what it takes to actually hunt a creature to extinction. Once again, you want to get a hold of the alphas if you can, but they're pretty tough. So we're going to go here and charge this guy. Charging someone stuns them so they can't attack. You target the next nosh, get in there with my bite and my strike. I'm just hitting these number keys as the abilities come up. Don't eat them. Don't eat them. Charge this nosh who's out of position. Get him. Boom. So we have a flying charge. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'd rather not fight this guy all by myself, please. Thank you. So if we kill 4 more of these noshes, we actually get we get 70 DNA, which will be plenty for us to advance. Is everybody happy and healthy? Yes, pretty much. Go ahead and get in position to give a flying charge. Boom! Once all our guys get in here, we'll pound on him. So we took out the alpha, got a new part, got a bigger brain. We're thinking outside of the box now. Congratulations, your brain is fully grown and bursting at the seams. Get ready to evolve to the tribal stage. You've made it to the top of the food chain. When you are ready to give tribal life a try, click on the advance button. Click here to form a tribe. You'll have one last trip to the creator so you can finalize your look for all time. This is your last chance to add arms. They are helpful when carrying tools. So let's go ahead and get these guys finished here, if we can. Finishing move. We're still able to gather DNA for this stuff. I don't know if there's like in the cell phase you can only have so much DNA. Charge! Really need to kill 2 more. Okay, it's Battle Royale time now. Pick one and hit him. And that is it. We have done enough damage to extinct them off the face of the map. So this nest is now ours. These bones are now ours. We got the Zigger hat. And something else, it'll tell me in a bit what it is. And the Cali Pigeon. These guys are our friends. So we're going to head back home over here. And that was just a quick glimpse of what it's like to be a hostile creature for a change and do some hunting. And in, in some other playthrough and some other season, I will go ahead and hunt out these guys. So normally I would do this as a special feature, but I'm going to go ahead and include it in this episode because I think we already have a special feature attached to this one. And anyway, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves to our final form, which is the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people. And here we go. Now that we're in our final form, we can actually do some essentially downgrading to make him more useful in the tribal stage. So what I do want to do is I want to give him the fastest feet we can find, which is going to be these guys. So that'll make life easier. But he's civilized, so his feet are going to be like normal size. They're not going to be this gigantoid feet that we've had before. Okay, for hands, it doesn't really matter, if he has the best hands or anything. But these 5-fingered hands are probably appropriate since he has 5 toes on his feet. So we'll go ahead and keep those. Eyes, we'll make his one eye bigger. Do we want to do something different for mouths? We have the whale elephant mouth. Let's try it. Worst case scenario, it's not for us. Bigger. Shorter. A little wider? No. A little taller? A little bit of underbite? I like it. Actually, I like it. I'm totally going with that. I do need to make it, once again, need to make his neck a little longer. And I want to make it down like that. And I wonder if I can give him a bit of an Adam's apple. Like this. A little hint of Adam's apple. We'll go ahead and, he's got hump neck though now. Alright, we're going to undo those particular changes and wheel it back to where it was. Right there. Yeah, that's not so bad. If we do make this, not that, we make this bone a little smaller if I can get a hold of it. There we go. In there, in there. There, that brings his head down just a smidge. I think it's just about enough. Okay, so this is the now. So one thing I haven't done in this creature phase that's really cool, that we actually have really good capabilities for now, is asymmetrical. So if I hold down the A key, you get this sort of symbol, and we can do some asymmetrical stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab an eye and put it on the side of his head a little bit. Make it sort of... I'm holding down tab to get this control. Or, you know what? Actually, no. We're going to go ahead and park the eye right on top like we have been. We need to get it... So it needs to be about there, and I want it to look forward. So that means he needs to look down more. Like that. Which probably means I want to make his neck section that I had made smaller. Once again, just a little bigger. Let's make that next section bigger and then shorten it. Like that. I guess that'll work. We can make his head just a smidge bigger. Now the eye needs to be a feature on him, so we'll go ahead and just about like that. Okay, so he's looking pretty well forward now. We're going to spend a little bit of time giving this guy some pretty good decorations. So, this is the wrap-up of the creature stage, basically. In the creature stage, all of these different parts you have, like these things, give you different attacks and different capabilities, like strike and pose and things like that, that are useful in the creature stage. However, your abilities in the tribal stage, which is going to be coming up next in episode 6, has very little to do with your creature's individual abilities. You're going to start, instead, you start using tools. And the tools are carried by these guys, or worn by these guys. So I'm actually going to completely switch out all of this stuff for things that are a little bit more appropriate. But I want to make sure he has good speed. So here we go. We have his one eye, right? Now, asymmetrical. Bam. One horn. Done. Make it a little longer. Make it a little... I'll have it stick out sort of out the back, kind of weird. Like this. So asymmetry is really fun to play with. Because you can make some pretty crazy derpy things. Like, for instance, I can make this hand smaller. And this limb smaller. I can make this like a vestigial limb or something like that. But, well, we'll not do that. It's a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people. But now we have the chance to do a whole lot of other sort of decorative things. I do have enough DNA to actually give him the final wings. So we will give him the feathered wings. Let me get these turned around to the way they should be. Hang on. I'm going to try that again. There we go. And I just want to sort of bring these down like so-ish. Try to get them to where they're sort of, you know, sort of at a natural resting position so that when he actually flies with them, they really spread out and are pretty awesome. So, it might be time to completely change his plumage and everything as well. But, before we get that far, we have lots of things. So here's eyes and stuff. We have all these different kind of eyes. We can give them this, that kind of eye. We can give them the celestial stare. I wonder how that would look like as one eye. Let me try it. Baby blue. Not quite. Not quite. Not quite what I'm looking for. But there are other parts that we can add on now. So we have these sort of decorative parts that are, you know, a little bit of DNA here, a little bit of DNA there. But I haven't used them because I didn't want to waste the DNA on them. I've been using them on all these abilities. But now I don't need to worry about it as much. So we're going to go ahead and see about giving him stuff like a proper nose. It's kind of a puppy nose, you know? And stick it on there. Or what we can actually do is just give them little nosicles. These are sporicles. Yeah, there we go. So we can make those a little bit bigger. Bring them together. Bring them... No, stop doing that. I want to grab the sporicles and bring them together like this. Yes. Up a little bit, though. About like that is good enough. We can do things like giving him things that are sort of like ears. Like he has this one horn sticking out. We don't want those bear ears. Those aren't going to work. But these mantenna might be the way to go. Turn them around. Like this. So they're kind of facing back that way. Yeah. Looking sillier and sillier all the time. I think that's actually going to do. Like I said, these particular abilities aren't going to help him much. They do have the ability to glide level 5. and they have speed 5, so they're going to be able to move. They only have jump 1, but they're going to be able to... I wonder if I can... There's a part that gives me a better jump. Anything in here give me jump, 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 jump. We can go back and give them some health, too. So, these knee bone pads might help a little bit. We'll put him on there and his elbows. So, you know, he has naturally padded bones and elbows, giving him a little bit more health. And that is actually going to be it. So that's going to wrap up episode 5 and the creature stage of Let's Play Spore Galactic Adventures. I've been Abraham. This has been the One-Eyed Flying Purple People, and we're going to go ahead and name him the proper name, One-Eyed Flying. One-eyed, one-horned, flying, purple. Oh, we're out of room. Okay, so he is the one-eyed, one-horned, flying, purple people. One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people. There he is. Ancestor and sometimes snack of the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. We'll have to find out in some other series what the flying, one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater looks like. But that is going to wrap it up for episode 5 and the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people. And let's play let's play Spore Galactic Adventures. So next time, until next time, oh my god, I'm tripping all over myself here. Trying to get an outro done here. That is going to be it for the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people. I've been Abraham, and this has been a lot of fun. We'll see you in episode 6, where we start off the tribal stage. Until then, take care, and thanks for watching. Goodbye!